Hey everyone, Dennis Maynard here with Aria Properties and Home Rentals LA. Now, if you've been wondering whether LA rents are finally starting to ease up or if landlords are still completely in control, you're not the only one asking. As we move through the middle of June 2026, the rental market is sending some pretty clear signals. And today, I want to break down exactly what's happening, why it's happening, and what it means for renters and property owners alike. Let's start with the numbers. Right now, average rents across Los Angeles are hovering in the $2,300 to $2,600 per month range for most apartments, depending on the neighborhood and the unit type. The big story though, growth has basically flatlined. We're seeing very little upward movement compared to the big rent spikes we had a couple years ago. In fact, some reports are even showing slight declines or zero growth in certain segments. At the same time, vacancy rate has ticked up modestly, sitting around 5.6% in recent data. Now that may not sound like a huge number, but in a market that's been extremely tight for years, even a small increase in available units gives renters more options and a little bit more negotiating power than they've had in a while. So why is this shift happening? A few things are lining up. Mortgage rates are still hanging around 6.5%, which continues to keep a lot of would-be buyers on the sidelines. When buying feels out of reach, people stay in the rental market longer, and that demand helps keep things from falling off of a cliff. At the same time, we're seeing more new supply coming online, especially in certain submarkets, and that's adding some breathing room for renters. On top of that, LA County has been experiencing population outflows recently, driven by a mix of high-cost recent wildfires and people relocating for other opportunities. It's not a mass exodus, but it is noticeable and it's softening demand enough to change the dynamic. Now, what does this mean in practical terms? Well, if you're a renter right now, this is actually a pretty good window. You're likely to see more concessions, things like a month of free rent or reduced security deposits, or waived fees, especially on newer and higher end buildings that need to fill up units. It's also a smart time to shop around and negotiate.